So this is going to be a two-part video where I share with you what I'm liking for doing my own nails, as well as what I am liking for doing like tips and swatch sticks and example type of nails. Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. So with everything that has been going on, I have obviously been doing my own nails and not seeing Ivory, which makes me super sad. I can't wait to see her again. I've been doing my own nails. I've also been doing a lot of like practice tips nails in videos and stuff for you guys, as well as on lives and stuff in my group. It kind of got me thinking about all the different products that I've been using lately that have quickly become favorites for either doing my own nails or doing up like little sample ideas to share with you in videos or on social media or anything. Kind of got me thinking what supplies I've really been liking for all of that, and I wanted to sit down and film a video for you guys sharing those favorites with you. So this is going to be a two-part video where I share with you what I'm liking for doing my own nails, as well as what I am liking for doing like tips and swatch sticks and example type of nails as well. So let's dive in, let's get started. I'm going to start with what I've been liking on my own nails lately. Okay, so first up, I want to talk to you guys about this stand that I use for filming videos. Usually what I do is I have my clients positioned on here when I'm filming them for when I'm doing stamping, because usually what happens when I stamp on their nails, I'll stamp on their nails and then they quickly fling their hand up so it goes completely out of frame, and that just doesn't work with filming. So if I have them kind of propped up, it would be like this. If I have them propped up on here, they know not to move, and then that way I can actually get the stamping in shot. So typically I remove this from the stand because I just don't need it when I'm doing that. I could probably actually remove that too. So that's generally what I use this for, but now I have actually been using this for doing my own nails because it's really easy to kind of prop yourself up here and just kind of move your hand, especially on your non-dominant hand when you're trying to paint. I don't typically use, that's a lie. I do use it when I'm doing this hand as well, but for my non-dominant hand, I hands down use this all the time. It's great because this cover removes as well, so you can just kind of take it off. You can wash these. I believe it came with two, at least the one that I bought came with two of these, and you can wash them, you can bleach them, though I don't think any of this will come out. And then it comes with all of this too. Like it comes with the little pump bottle that you can fill with your alcohol, acetone, nail polish remover, whatever you're using. And then the little compartments here, which holds the majority of the gel polish that I use. Like it holds some of the bigger ones. It just doesn't hold like say your square ugly duckling ones. Those ones don't fit. But generally this is a really nice little contraption that I use for when I'm doing my own nails. Another thing that I've really been liking is the Luminary nail system. I have it underneath this color actually. I have been trying out the Light Elegance Jimmy Gel building base as well. Coco and Claire has one too. I just don't know if I have the Coco and Claire one. I don't think I have the Coco and Claire one, but they have one too, so I haven't tried that. Out of these two, I think it kind of depends on what you're looking for. So far when I've used the Jimmy Gel, I just don't know if I'm like not using it properly or what. Maybe not building it thick enough. I'm not too sure. Maybe building it too thick. But I'm finding that I'm not getting a super long wear with this as opposed to the Luminary System. The Luminary System, I'm finding, all honestly you guys, to me it seems a little bit like acrylic. When you put it on your nails, it just like stays put is kind of what I'm finding with this. So I can get 2 to 3 weeks out of my gel mani for sure using this. Whereas the Jimmy Gel, I'm finding that that's not really the case for me personally, which can definitely be a good thing because if you like to change your nails quite frequently, this is something to kind of consider. It does come off easier when you want to switch your nails than these. These right here, I find soaking off, filing off, they definitely take a little bit longer to get off, whereas the Jimmy Gel is a lot easier to get off of your natural nails too. So it kind of depends what you're looking for. Personally for me right now, I was using Jimmy Gel for I think the last 3 manis, and then this one I went to the Luminary System because I just right now do not want to switch my nails for a few weeks, so I wanted to just put this down as the base. So what it is a really thick kind of builder gel base. And you put a little bit in this pot too. So Sarah from Sarah's Nail Secret, she has a ton of videos up using this. This needs a stir. But generally what you do is you paint this on your nails in like a super thin coat, and then you work from your pot to kind of build like your building layer to make it a little bit thicker and a little bit stronger. So this color in here is the exact same one. When I initially ordered this system, I had ordered Peace which was that color that you guys just saw. So it came with like a refill of it. It came with a little pot that I put some of the refill in, and then it came with your bottle of your product here that you work with as well. So there's a bunch of different colors for it. If you have the clear one, this is probably the one that I would recommend starting with. Especially if you're going to just put like different gel polish colors on top of it. This would be a really, really good one to kind of start with. Honestly, if you're gonna do something like what I've done on my nails and you're just gonna put something else on top, it doesn't overly matter what color you get underneath. Another nice one though is Presence, which is a milky white. So this would be great just completely on its own without having to put anything on top of it, which something that I like about these as well is if you were just going for that kind of see-through gel mani, these are a great option for that, plus they're super strong. Is this brush from Clear Jelly Stamper? It is their cleanup brush and it is fantastic. If you get a little bit of extra gel polish on your cuticles, you would just wet your brush here and just swipe it off. I used it on my nails yesterday. Super, super stiff brush, which it makes it fantastic for kind of removing any product that you need to on the nails. I've really been liking this for when I'm doing my gel polish manicures. In addition to that, a brush stand. I always use a brush stand. I have one just kind of sitting whenever I am filming or if I'm doing my own nails or doing my clients' nails. But especially when you're doing your own nails, it's nice to have somewhere to put your brush so it just kind of sits off away from all of the dust or anything else that you have on your nail desk. Especially, I know when I'm doing my nails, like I make a giant mess, no shocker to you guys there. So having some place to just kind of keep your brush so it's away from everything works really well as well. Speaking of dust, the Coco & Claire dust brush, I absolutely love this thing. I seriously cannot say enough good things about it. I use this when I am doing my clients' nails as well, but I've been especially appreciating it more now when I'm doing my own nails because of how soft it is and how effective it is to get any of that dust off of your nails as well. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of like gel polish brands that I've really been liking using lately. The EnVogue gel polishes I am really enjoying. I just think that they are so concentrated. They are so easy to apply. This is a new one to my collection. It is Feeling Bubbly. I featured it in a recent haul video. I have not worn this on my nails. I'm currently wearing Aroma Mocha, I believe is what it is called, and it applied so easily. And before that I was wearing their yellow one that launched from their spring collection too. I just think that these are such a nice gel polish to wear on your nails. They're highly pigmented, they're super easy to apply. I'm very, very impressed with this gel, the Lack-It brand from EnVogue. I know I had mentioned in a recent swatch video that over the years, like previously, I was not overly impressed with the gel polish. I leaned more towards the pots because I felt that these were not super pigmented, but they have hands down changed their formula and I just find that it applies so nice using them as well. This is a professional only brand as well as the next one that I'm gonna share with you, which is Ugly Duckling. It'll like forever hold a space in my heart for how beautiful their colors are. I find them super, super pigmented. They have a really nice brush on them too, which makes it really nice for applying, especially like close to the cuticles. Oh gosh, I should have put this color on my nails. This color is very similar to Light Elegance's Rosy Posy. It is number 108. It's just a little bit more pink than Rosy Posy, but it's a beautiful color and it applies so nice. They also have these kind of foil colors where this one is number 106. And these ones I really like applying on the nails too. I find that these ones go on in like one coat. They're super, super nice to apply. And I love that the Ugly Duckling gel polishes have a ton of different formulas and different finishes. Super high quality. But if you are not a professional and you're looking for something that is very nice to use too, Coco & Claire is something that I have been using a lot more and featuring a lot more in tutorial videos for you guys. I grabbed some of the favorite shades that I have in my collection that would be really good to kind of start with. This one here, if you were looking for like a sparkle, this is number 24. I really like this one because it is kind of like a mix between a gold and a silver, and it's got some really nice kind of chunky glitters to it too, and it applies super nice. Sometimes with these kind of chunky glitters though, it is best to do like a base color underneath it too, because it can take a little bit to kind of build up. Like a color like this one would work fantastic for it. Number 57 Vintage Linen would go really nice as the base to it, which this is another favorite color of mine because it is kind of one of those vanilla bean type of parchment paper colors. It works great for the background if you were wanting to do some nail art with it too. But if you're looking for something kind of neutral to just kind of start off with, would be a great option. It has like that rosy hue to it as well, a little bit more pinky. And I also grabbed like another neutral one, which is number 2. They have really nice neutrals from Coco & Claire, which I think are great to kind of start with. And this one has kind of like a pearl finish to it as well. This would be an awesome one to kind of do as a base for backgrounds too. The nice thing about the Coco & Claire gel polishes is that you can actually soak these off in water if you do the proper steps for doing that, or you can put them on top of, say, like the Luminary System and add a little bit more strength to it. They do have like a builder in a bottle from Coco & Claire too. I just don't have it, so I haven't kind of played around with it yet. But this is a great option if you're looking for something and you're not a professional tech and you're wanting to do your own nails at home as well. Speaking of Coco & Claire, I have been loving their matte. Like, you guys have seen it featured in so many different videos lately. I just find it goes super matte. It's a tack-free finish. If you watch this cure in the light, you can actually see it go matte, which I think is really fun. It's got a smooth matte finish to it as well. Some of the other mattes that I've used kind of have like a, I don't know, like a rough texture when you cure them. That personally, I put that on me one time and it just drove me insane. You guys know that I'm not like the biggest fan of matte nails as a whole, but like on my own nails, but having something that has like a rough textured finish to it like just drove me insane. That is not the case with the Coco & Claire one. It is a nice smooth finish, and I do have a tutorial video on a bunch of different flowers, flower stamping techniques, which is what this one is. So that is something else that I've really been liking from Coco & Claire too, is their matte top gloss. That kind of is more for videos though. So let's talk about videos and doing swatches and either creating content for your social media or creating content for your clients to see for when they come back to you, anything like that. These are some of my favorite things that I have been using lately. This stand here is from Ugly Duckling. It comes in a set of, you get the base, you get this base, you get 5 silver, whatever these are called, and you get 5 gold ones of those as well. So I have been using these. You guys have seen them in videos, you've seen them in live videos in my Facebook group if you guys are in my Facebook group, but I have been using this for my videos lately. So what I do is take a little bit of sticky tack on these tips, place them on here, and then it just makes a really nice kind of setup for when I'm filming videos. I've been really liking that. And the only problem with using these and the sticky tack is if you're filing, they just fall off. Sometimes when I'm stamping bigger images, they just fall off too. So that's the only thing that I'm not really loving, but aesthetically, I'm liking the look of them. And speaking of tips, the tips are from Clear Jelly. The ones I've really been liking, I will put right here, which is what this shape is. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but these little tips actually clip into their Clear Jelly stands, and these stands work really well for videos too. The only thing is I don't think aesthetically they look as good, but they are nice that they kind of clip in there, especially if you're doing stamping on them, then it's really easy to stamp on top of them too, and I do like that they clip in. But they are versatile tips, whereas you can put the sticky tack with it too and place it on these type of stands. They have a whole bunch of different styles of tips too, like they have these round ones, which are really nice, these like almondy type of ones. They have these ones, which are just a little bit shorter than these ones. I just like that these ones here kind of taper in a little bit more, but that's another option too. And then I believe they have the long kind of stiletto ones as well. They have a whole bunch of different options for these tips, but I've really been liking using those in videos and for content creation as well. Okay, so speaking of stands, when I was browsing Amazon, I found this one, which I really liked how this one looked, because it's got kind of like the neutral base to it. I thought it would show up really nice in videos. I have a lot of these different types of stands on Amazon as well. I'll leave some of the ones that I'm kind of eyeing up in the description box below, but they have some really like fun sparkly ones, which I think would be really cool as well. I've just become like obsessed with these type of bases for filming different tutorial videos for you guys. Okay, so speaking of, actually I don't even know if I was speaking of stamping, I just wanted to share a couple just basic stamping tools if you were wanting to do art on either your clients or your own nails. Stamping is a great way to kind of start with different nail art options, especially if you're doing your own nails. I would recommend getting this stamper if you're kind of eyeing up which one to get. I love the double-ended stamper from Clear Jelly. I just think it's super versatile. I use this end more so for like precision stamping. if I've got something that's just really small and I kind of just want to place it, that's what I use this one for. The medium sized one I use if the image is a little bit bigger, and then I would use the big bling if I was doing like a full on image and my nails were longer. But of all the stampers that I reach for and use all the time, this is the one that I would reach for the majority of the time. So if you're trying to decide between them, this is the one that I would recommend getting. If you're looking for polish colors to kind of start off with, I do have a video up on my recommended polishes to start off with. Hands down, black and white, silver and gold. I'm not going to dive too much into those because you can just watch that video if you want to see what I would all recommend. Generally number 1 and 2 though, if you don't have a good black and white, because you can do so much with black and white. If you wanted some other colors, number 51 would be another suggestion that I would recommend picking up for gold. It is just a beautiful champagne gold. It's great for all year round. Moving into spring, these would be 2 other recommendations. Again, both of these were featured in that video too. But number 75 and number 84, I love kind of like the peachy rose tone to this stamping polish. You can do a lot with it. And then this one is fantastic if you want to use it over top of like even colors like this to just add a little bit of a pop to it as well. I love these type of tones. I talk about them all the time in videos. But the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is something new to my collection. And it is the Red Iguana April Ryan Practice Hand. I have seen so many of my fellow content creators use this hand, and I did a poll on Instagram to see which ones you guys recommended to bring in, because one, now that I can't work on clients, I wanted something that I could kind of practice and play along with. I've been wanting something like this for a while for different video ideas that I have for it. So this is the one that I picked up here. I can't remember the exact name of the like skin tone that I picked, but this was the one that I had grabbed. Huge shout out to April for sending this to me because I am just so excited for it. When I did that poll, this one actually had probably the most suggestions to get as opposed to some of the others that I had listed, though there was honestly just so many good comments about the different practice hands that I had listed, but this one came highly recommended. So it comes with like the little wells for you to put your tips in. I need to order some tips because I don't really have any that can go in here. I don't use tips on my clients typically, so I do need to actually order some. But the nice thing about this hand is it is posable, so if you wanted to kind of pose different positions for, say, taking pictures, it did come with a couple of jewelry accessories to kind of accessorize it a little bit more for pictures too. I seriously cannot tell you guys how excited I am to play around with this. First thing I'm going to do is order some tips for it too though, but I think this will be great for content creation for my social media as well as for different videos. So if you do see like a hand in a video, it very well might be this one because I don't have any videos filmed from, I think I might have 2 videos filmed from working on my clients before all of this went down, and now I just won't have any. So I'm kicking myself for not actually filming more on my clients. I should have just filmed everything. Anyway, I hope that kind of helped you guys. I know I've been sharing a lot of videos using like tips and stuff lately, so I wanted to kind of do a collective video to share with you some of the stuff that I've been loving for creating videos as well as doing my own nails, because sometimes it can be a big pain in the butt to do your own nails. But I wanted to show a couple of tools that I've been using that have been helping with that. So comment below and let me know what other videos you guys want to see during this isolation and quarantine period, because I do want to come up with some other ones for you guys. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!